Envoy? Last time I was here, I was fully convinced I'd never be back. Oh, it's complicated. It's not that I hate Solace, but I just can't be there anymore.
Going back isn't always easy. Sometimes too much has changed. Other times, not enough has.
I left Solace under the cover of darkness, through an exit only me and a friend of mine knew about. More importantly, I left without permission, which means I more or less exiled myself. I did. Might come a time when I'm ready to talk about it. You'll see when we get there. Solace isn't the most welcoming place, even to those who live there. Anyway. Oh, gods. Anyone else finding it hard to breathe?
Oh dear.
How could they? Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Tabaru Sinakis, and they prick us in return. Roots like a wall, we only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. The bird. Words like bio. Sleep now.
Quiet as the depths.
All you got!
If you insist.
Sansude.
Ready? Aim. Coming in hot.
I can bring back someone to help you. Please, if you just...
Traveler, what business have you here with me?
Careful on the approach. Those two don't look like friends.
Well, what is it? Because they attacked me. Because now, you and I must talk. If you care for her life, we must talk. I am ill. I am dying. But I am not beyond hope. Not if I can get a cure for my molder lung in time.
Oh, please don't.
I'd ask you to think of Gilleen before you do. Because then I shall release Gilleen. Cruel, foolish, just like the others. So be it.
Worth and roll!
My Sansu.
And roll!
guess that's that then. He's dead. And I'm... Thank you, Envoy. I'm going to go back to the tower. Might set up shop while I figure everything out. I look forward to it. Thank you again, Envoy, for everything.
Any day we save a life is a good day, as far as I'm concerned. Remind me not to get between the Envoy and an ogre.
Oh, I'll be glad to be out of here. This journey should be safe for it. Oh, I'll be glad to be out. I hope the wardens will take me in.
Then rock! Listen!
Everyone okay? Aye, aye. Steel Garrote ahead.
Envoy, over here. As I live and breathe, the faithless Envoy. Ludwine finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots. The tower calls, and it turns, and it calls, but for the roots we go, if not for the roots. The roots say your name, Envoy. They say you told them to do it. I feel I can't think straight. Body's full of roots. Pulling me. You did this, didn't you? The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and we will strangle them in return. Cut them, bleed them.
Oh dear. Be careful. He might be too far gone.
Blood and smoke, smoke, death. I'll stand down, I'll stand down. But my people won't.
The envoy! You're gonna
Take your
regret
hand on your right.
Check your right.
Armor's too weak.
I liked that trick a lot better before it led to all those trials in Naku Kubel. You sure do know how to show us the sights, Envoy.
Much as I want to get to the garden, I'm loath to swing through that. I don't think this broken bridge will help us. Didn't we read about another way into the garden, though? The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the acid sea. Unless the Pargrunen are acid resistant, I think that's a safe assumption.
Then let's head to Solace Keep. If we hurry, we can keep ahead of the Steel Garrote.
Yes, let's go already.
That's one for us. This one's mine.
Worse than rock! It's worse than rock!
This would be a great spot, but there's so many of them. What are you doing here? This place isn't safe. The homestead up ahead is all run by Zaribs. Used to be it was occupied by outcasts, but things happened. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Salos steppe was hell, it's nothing next to the primordial depths up north. The Zaribs used to be more peaceful, but the recent tremors tore up the terrain so badly, they had to go south. You want to help? Nandru keep you? That'd be amazing! There are some Bargrunin living in the wastelands out here, all without the aid of the wardens. If someone got rid of these Arabs, they might be able to shelter here, maybe even grow some crops. It's up to you if you would like to help out with these Arabs, but I hope you do.
Unseen, unheard.
Worse than rock!
They could have traded that first fuel. Why struggle?
I'd hate to be here if that volcano goes off.
Seems as though the Dream Scourge made itself at home here.
Who's ready for more?
You dealt with the Zarabs. I didn't have any doubts about whether you could, but still, your actions will save some lives. And the buildings will at least provide some shelter. Here, take this.
Take your time.
Envoy? I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat? Fui tu meio, Envoy. I don't know. There's just so much. Right. Maybe it would. Thanks, Envoy. I feel this fear inside. This heart pounding, can't breathe. It's like I'm dying every time. I've been bit by core vipers, fallen into old spike pits, drank cure water from a Zarep shaman. And it never felt like this. It's as if the thought of being here, of returning home, is the deadliest thing I can imagine. And it's getting worse. I imagine so. So much pain in that weapon. So many deaths. Just touching it would probably reduce me to tears. It's more than just going home, I think. It's everything. The politics, the people, the way I left. I betrayed the traditions I was raised on, and I don't know why. I've seen that island off the coast all my life, and I grew up hearing tales about the garden. But it always felt like a legend, like those old tales about the gods. No one has been there in centuries, as far as I know. I don't. They didn't really encourage us to go looking for it either. There is something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to. They seem to be about a village, somewhere north of Solace. Fear and sorrow, but also answers. Thanks, Envoy. It might be nothing, but it'll be nice having backup whenever I go to find it. Anyway.
The mountains shift in unknowable shapes. Feet blistered on the rock, the pursuit of rest. Your eyes see where we are blind. We have many questions still. Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake. Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this? A bulwark unshaken. Why? A certain spring. The bloom always succeeds the frost. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break? Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
What's the target? Let me catch my breath. Not bad, Marius.
goods back. That's something else.
I demand that this farce of a justice system answer for itself.
Do you do this every day?
Welcome to Serena's Mercy, outsider. There's nothing for you to see.
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common thief.
You know him? Then you can advocate for me.
You've got your work cut out for you. But if you want to try, go ahead.
I admit I took a few things from Pargrunan memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them. Expeditions have costs. Easy to pass judgment when your stomach is full. Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the Deadfire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners. How should I know? The wardens just left him here. Ha, fine. I'm not paid enough to handle legal debates. You're free to go.
About time. I owe you, whoever you are. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. Take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as I've found a place to bathe.
What's an ancient keep without a grimy torture chamber? Oh, gods. Makes me sick. It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
What? Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
Oh, that would be news to me.
You're alive. You... Asshole! You show your face now? Now?
Quench your coals, envoy. Let me handle this.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Gitule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense. We all face difficulty. Yet we've stayed, except Marius. Either way, it doesn't solve how I'm going to explain this to the Council.
Let us handle the Council. You just sit here staring out into the tusks like you were.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the Council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden. Ha! If those bastards were here, we'd know. And if they came for us, we'd kill them. Simple as that.
Oh, then I guess we have nothing to worry about. Solace is saved, and we didn't even have to do anything.
Then you're wasting your time. We don't have any of that plague business in our keep.
Cosmine, you're doing that thing you always do when you're lying.
I didn't lie. There haven't been any dream trolls in Solace Keep.
And once again, I'm here waiting for your bud.
But there are rumors from the living archives. Sleepwalking, mad talking. Kostya told us it was the fumes from the volcano. I never trusted an outsider, much less an Adiran. But I never thought Marius would either.
Come on, Cosmine. Have I ever lied to you when it really counted?
Gods damn it. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The Council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
All that for us?
Just be aware, people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls. Gods. Here we go.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Your face... It's just like... Oh, no. It's the lack of sleep. It's impossible. But still...
Can't believe they didn't tell me about the outlet. All right. Long enough. Wait, you're not from the hunting party. Where's the hunting party? They were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Idiots. Better not have gotten themselves killed. We need the supplies. I swear if they've gotten themselves drunk out there, I'm gonna turn them into leather.
I can't wait to see what the Council will say.
Welcome back to Wodika's nails. An outsider. Nobody told me to expect outsiders. welcome to... something like that, yes. Apologies for staring. Do you have any questions about Solace Keep? Yes, of course. Straight towards the back, you'll find stairs to the forge. On the right are the mess hall and the quartermaster. Up the stairs to the left is where we cultivate a small amount of plant life, and to the right is the Shrine of Vodka. A word of warning before you enter. You are the first outsiders to visit the keep in longer than I know. It is an honor to have you. Enjoy your visit to Solace Keep.
Sanctuary of Nandra. Hasn't changed a bit.
It is carved from stone.
Open up for more trade.
You can cost you... Right, huh?
Think of the sort of fish
Better than this mission. That's for sure.
Feel like making yourself useful, outsider?
Mikhala understands the
Mikhala is to blame. We need to open our gates to the world, lest you leave us behind.
Crown. And
So
outside.
good. Can you or full of the goods that pass through Paradise? No, I can't.
Listen, everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal. Well, I don't... thought you were... let me start over. I am the ringleader of the circus. No one does anything without a belly full of... whatever we're warming up here today. Honestly, Marius here would catch something better than I could rustle up for you.
I just do what I do. You make last week's salt pork taste like... this week's salt pork.
Take a compliment, Amaku. You're a good hunter. Always were. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you?
What do you want? Depends on what you care about. There's a bounty board you can check if you need coin. I heard something about the trade caravan, but I've yet to see hide nor hair of them. And Mina here's been blubbering for a while, if you're really desperate for something to do. But that's all I've got. So, what do you want? Suit yourself.
Welcome to the Tusks, outsider. Be courteous while in Solace's halls, and you shall remain welcome. Check the board for bounties. Anything catch your eye, feel free to take it on. You'll be rewarded accordingly. No. Our fighters are more than capable, but they are stretched thin. Times are hard. But that's life here in the Tusks. Be safe out there. Put that poor husk out of its misery. Destroy it, so that the soul within can be freed. Be careful with this one. We believe it's the source of the beetles infesting the region. Be careful with those ogres. Bastards are tough. We've taken to calling it the Spore King. Not sure when it started or who is to blame, but the name stuck. Unfortunately. Be careful. Some of our best wardens were locked.
Oh, great.
Outsider? You need something?
So you're the outsiders my guards let you to the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmin. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you've a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough. Ha! You're an outsider, and outsiders aren't allowed in Solace Keep. You lot are the only kith around who aren't dwarves. Or hadn't you noticed? And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this. Gods, yes. The wardens take an oath to protect the keep. That includes outside influences. Not that you'd know, but the Council isn't known for their temperance. None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything. If I knew, I wouldn't be talking to you, Nimdut. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare. Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council might even thank you for it. Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
Odd for the captain of the guard to disappear like that.
Wake up, Mother.
Let's look into this.
You're a little grumbling. Oh! Oh, my dear. It's been so long. How is my grandson, that little one?
Either the rigging is coming loose upstairs, or that's a godlike thing. If I were gonna have a drink with one of the gods, I'd pick...
The outsiders! Well...
I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place. Seems like you know a thing or two. Good. We don't have to pretend it doesn't get smoky and loud in here. Some people see a dirty forge and think we're lazy. The Smith of Magrin knows that's far from the truth. I am Forge Master Della. Recently appointed, I should add. Old Master Tassa passed away. And the council appointed me.
Master Tassa died? I figured that old lady would live forever.
So did I. Turns out death comes for us all. Surprised me, too. You know how things work. 1 minute you're being praised for your work, and the next, you're pulled into management. Thanks. She was a great master. Even if she could have used the odd bath now and again. But that's beside the point. What can I do for you? Is that Hobbiton's shiny beard? It is! Star metal. I've only had the pleasure of working with it a few times before. These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception for this. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else Forge Master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge again. Oh, how I miss it! The question you should be asking is, what can't I do with it? I could refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. A simple enough ask once you know the secrets of star metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this stuff. A star metal archivist. Now that sounds like a proper challenge. Very good. This shouldn't take long. Let me show you why the council chose me to be master of this forge.
This ought to be good.
It is done. I call it the Meteor Blade. Never before has anything I've crafted held such a wicked edge. You are most welcome, outsider. However, this material is unlike any other metal. It is superior in nearly every way, and an unmatched challenge to work. I want to see what else I could do with it. Bring me more fragments, and I can make you that arquebus I mentioned. Or, yes, perhaps I could further refine your meteor blade. Ah, if I knew where to find these shards, I would have done so already!
Damn. Outsiders in the keep? Joffrey really must be shit at commanding the wardens if you got in. Marius? You're back? God's alive. I never thought I'd see you again.
Mina, is that you? Didn't recognize you with all that whiskey smell around you.
The whiskey helps me sleep. I've been working extra shifts without Petro here. Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge. Left? That what he told you? Sucker. Our captain didn't just up and disappear without warning. Something must have happened to him. Not exactly. It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Your friend Marius here is an example as to what happens if we do. Some people don't like that. Petru, he skirted the rules. Has some project out there at that abandoned warden tower. He usually goes out for a day or two, but always comes back. It's been weeks now, and nothing. I figure something must have happened to him. Who knows what's out there? Attacked by Zarips, killed in a lava flow. I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Joffrey won't spare any wardens. Look, I know it's not your business, but you're the only one who can go in and out of the keep. If you happen to go by the abandoned warden tower, just to the northwest of Solace, keep an eye out for him, all right? Even a clue as to where he is would help. Maybe I'd be able to convince Joffrey to send someone after him. Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my own people. Thanks, Adiren.
Been missing that long, and no one thought to investigate?
I have to bring this to the council's attention.
No, I couldn't possibly. It's too precious. Safe. In the drawer.
Outsiders in the hall.
What? The very image of Nandru indeed. The gods send you at the most opportune time. A word, please.
Tule! Found a spider the size of my face in my borders last night.
I bet the officers are up on the mountain.
On the bright side, I'm pretty good at a stew.
I do hope no one sees me like... Who let you in here? What do you want? No, of course not. Who am I kidding? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods. Truly? Oh, how exceptionally convenient. I shall have to wear something really dazzling. Now, shoo, let me change. What? But it's...
Right. You might...
just leave me. An outsider. I've never seen someone so tall.
Take pride in our home, fellow Pagruni, for Solace is an impenetrable fortress that can withstand any assault.
Never.
Bodica, huh? Guess the...
You must be the outsider I've heard so much about, yes? I am pleased to meet you.
Bolty? Is that you?
Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solace's most fascinating guests?
Where is that caravan? The wardens.
Ah, the infamous Ediran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it. And perhaps Solace is in luck. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the tusks is? It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councillors fuss. It's all traditionalist, traditionnet. There's always been a problem with it. Chiefly that it tastes of rotten Zorip eggs. But no one can be bothered to fix it. Find the scouts I already sent to fix the problem, if you please. There's an old godless aqueduct system in Slumbering Fields, far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them. And acknowledge that someone else came here before us and built something worth preserving? That's Pagrun pride for you. I call it damn fool stubbornness, since we're all friends. But now that a steady water supply is a bigger concern than cultural pride, the next problem is finding my team. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
Are they gonna throw us in the volcano if this goes badly?
If we open our... We will talk about this later. Yes.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason. I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the Stilgarroth were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solus has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for Solus, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
You've already destroyed one historical edifice. We heard of what you did to the ruins in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
There is no dream scourge in Galawain's tusks.
Nor has there ever been. No. The soul of Nandru protects this place, protects his wardens. No curse may touch us here.
These are unusual times, Mihala. Regrettably, I must confirm the envoy's tale. Our messengers have heard as much from Paradis, Fior, Thirdborn. Perhaps we have only been lucky. What if Nandru's aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it, but I am not unmoved by the stories we have heard from the other settlements. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, envoy? There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru. Enough. I know you outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
Envoy, be practical. You may be uniquely capable, but there are hundreds of us. There are 3 of you. I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of war